Greetings, curious souls and seekers of the strange. Welcome back to number 11, your sanctuary for all things eerie and supernatural. We all enjoy a good ghost story, but what happens when the supernatural steps out of fiction and into real life? Today, we bring you the chilling experience of Tom, an ordinary rock music enthusiast who encountered something truly terrifying while working at Trillians, a beloved bar in Newcastle. Tom's story is a gripping account of a haunting that went beyond the ordinary, leaving him with lasting fear and questions. He shares his experience here at number 11, hoping to connect with others who might understand or have insights into the torment he has faced. So, gather around as we embark on this shared journey into the unknown. Get ready to feel the hairs on the back of your neck stand on end as we delve into Tom's harrowing ordeal. Let's dive in. Dear number 11, my name is Tom, and I'm just an average fan of rock and metal music who works the evening shift at Trillians, a bar in Newcastle. I never thought I'd find myself writing a letter like this, but after what I've experienced, I feel compelled to share my story. The events that unfolded in the cellar of Trillians have left me shaken and searching for answers. I'm reaching out to you, the viewers of number 11, in the hope that someone might have insights or advice that can help me understand and cope with what I've been through. Working the evening shift at Trillians in Newcastle was typically routine. The bar, with its dim lighting, dark wood panelling and cosy ambience, was a haven for rock music fans. The regulars were friendly and the tips were okay on occasion. But there was one part of the job I dreaded: the cellar. The cellar was a cold, damp place with stone walls that absorbed every sound. If the music upstairs in the bar was set to 11, the cellar was still deadly silent. 2 floors underground. The air was always chilly, and the only light came from a single flickering bulb hanging from the low ceiling. Shelves lined with liquor bottles cast long, eerie shadows. Though I always felt uneasy down there, I never had a reason to be truly afraid. Until one very specific night. It started with whispers. This might sound cliché, but I suppose it's cliché for a reason. I was in the cellar restocking bottles when I heard it first. My name softly but distinctly spoken. I turned, expecting a workmate's prank, but the cellar was empty. The air grew colder and I could see my breath. I laughed nervously, dismissing it as my imagination, but the whispers continued, growing more insistent and then seemed to get more sinister. Tom. The voice was faint, but filled me with dread. I hurriedly grabbed the bottles on my restock list and rushed back upstairs. As I reached the top of the stairs nearing the kitchen, I saw a shadow move from the corner of my eye. My heart pounded as I locked the cellar door behind me, trying to shake off the feeling of being watched. Over the next few weeks, the whispers became more frequent and unsettling. Each time I went down to the cellar, the shadows seemed to follow me, and the cold intensified. One night, while restocking, I felt a cold hand brush against the back of my neck. I spun around, but there was nothing there. The light flickered, and for a brief moment, I swear, I saw a figure standing in the corner in almost total darkness. I dropped the bottle I was holding, and it shattered on the stone floor, but I didn't think much about this at the time. I was terrified. Frightened, I confided in my workmates. I have heard from previous members of staff that they have seen shadows and even had their hair pulled by something, but I can't speak for them. I wish I could believe my workmates when they say it's just the creepy atmosphere of the bar, but I know what I saw and heard. The cellar was haunted, and whatever was down there seemed intent on tormenting me. One particularly quiet night, I was alone in the bar, cleaning up after closing time. I needed to grab a case of beer from the cellar. As I descended the stairs, the air grew colder, and the whispers returned, more insistent. Tom! The light flickered, and then went out, plunging the cellar into darkness. I pulled out my phone, using the torch to see. The shadows seemed thicker now, almost solid. I felt a presence behind me, and turned around but saw nothing. Panic set in, and I rushed up the stairs, the whispers chasing me, growing louder and more menacing. At the top, I slammed the door shut and locked it. I vowed never to go down to the cellar alone again. Whatever was down there, it wasn't friendly, and it seemed determined to torment me. I couldn't escape the feeling of being watched, even when upstairs in the bar. The shadows lurked at the edges of my vision, and the whispers echoed in my mind. One night, after a particularly busy shift, I was alone in the bar, closing up. The place was silent, except for the occasional creak of the building settling. I was wiping down the bar when I heard my name again. Tom. The voice was louder, more urgent. I froze, heart pounding. Turning slowly, I saw a figure at the cellar entrance, tall and dark, its features obscured by shadows. It raised a hand, beckoning me. My breath caught in my throat and I backed away, terrified. "What do you want?" I demanded, my voice trembling. The figure stepped forward, revealing a pale, gaunt face with hollow eyes that seemed to bore into my soul. It didn't speak, but the malevolence in its gaze was clear. I felt paralyzed with fear. I wanted to run, but my feet felt rooted to the spot. The figure moved closer, cold emanating from it. Taking a deep breath, I tried to calm my racing heart, but the fear was overwhelming. The figure's expression was relentless, its presence suffocating. Desperation and terror gripped me, and I felt the cold seep into my very bones. I just turned and ran, locked the bar shutters and took off, straight home. The next day I called my boss and told him I needed a break. I couldn't stay in that bar any longer. I had seen and heard too much. The cellar haunted my dreams, and I felt like I couldn't escape its hold on me. The experience left me with lingering fears and many unanswered questions. Even now, the memory of that dark figure and the whispers that tormented me refused to go away. I never believed in the supernatural before, but after my experiences at Trillians, I am left with no other explanation. I'm reaching out to the viewers of number 11 in the hope that someone can offer insights, advice, or even just a sympathetic ear. Your support could help me find some peace and understanding. Thank you for taking the time to read my story. Another letter down. This is Tom's story, a haunting tale that has left him with deep-seated fear and unresolved questions. As someone with expertise in the paranormal and supernatural, I want to take a moment to address Tom's experience. Tom, your story is profoundly unsettling, and it's clear that you've been through something truly harrowing. The cold spots, the whispers, and the shadowy figures you described are classic signs of a haunting. The fact that these entities seem to target you specifically suggests a deep connection to the location, or perhaps to something within yourself that these spirits are drawn to. First, I want to offer you some comfort. You are not alone in experiencing these phenomena. Many people worldwide have had similar encounters with the supernatural, and there are ways to address and manage these experiences. Your bravery in sharing your story is the first step towards finding peace and understanding. To our viewers, what do you think happened to Tom? Have you ever experienced anything similar? Do you have any advice or insights that might help him? Please leave your thoughts and suggestions in the comments below. Let's come together as a community to support Tom and anyone else who might be going through something similar. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear of similar accounts to that of Tom's, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for notifications on new content. The unknown is only scary until we shed light on it. Until next we meet, keep your eyes open, and remember, when the lights dim and the shadows lengthen, don't look away. You never know what might be staring back at you. Good night and farewell.